Welcome to Convertibot Reviews. I'm your host, Convertibot, and the star of the show today, and my favorite figure of 2024, that I bought, of course, is the Mastermind Creations Incertus, which just so happens to be a member of the Mastermind Creations Protect-A-Bots that we've been taking a look at so far, mostly last year. But this is member number 3 out of 5. Right off the bat, painting and sculpting on this guy is perfect. Seriously, look at that gold, the silver on the arms, even the white, it just all pops. The decals, you cannot get a better looking figure than this, let me tell you. And here's the crazy thing, Pete is very durable, though I will say this, on this head sculpt in particular, and that's the one mainly I use because of the transformation, you do wind up with a little bit of paint chipping right on the nose there. Not the greatest, but it's so minuscule that unless you're looking for it, you're not going to notice it. But regardless of that, he still comes with a good amount of accessories too. So let's take a look at those.
Accessories included with MMC Incertus are 2 cannons, a pistol, a hand nozzle?
I genuinely have no idea what this piece is for.
You also get 2 extra faceplates, an instruction booklet, a card, a piece of infrared plastic to see stats in the box, smart mother trucker, and a little baggie to keep all the useless accessories in, and maybe some happy drugs. Oh, hi, officer.
Wait, officer, no!
Now, the 2 extra faceplates you get are 1 smiling and 1 angry faceplate. Now, you do have a neutral one that's already comes pre-installed. It just pops right off. You don't need any tools for this. And you can swap them out however you wish. And yeah, they all look great. Why are you looking at me like that? Friggin' police brutality. Anyway, you also do get a blaster for the figure. It just plugs right into his hand. Nice little groove there to actually, well, insert it. Fun. But yeah, it's got a really good grip, and it looks great in his hand. Good thing, too, because these accessories definitely allow you to take some advantage of his posability.
Ball joint at the head, and look up that far, down that far. Most of that is for the transformation because this part is on a hinge joint, and if you're not careful, that part actually does come off, so let me fix that. The arm, you can do a full 360. There is a butterfly joint, both back and forth, mainly due to the transformation. It's all on a series of hinges here. Arm can move up, bicep swivel. More than 90-degree bend at the elbow. Wrist is on a hinge joint, which goes back and forth. Swivel. And, as we already saw, individual fingers with a ball joint and thumb. Very nice. He has a ab crunch, which is bloody beautiful. Jesus, it's insane. A waist swivel, which is on a soft ratchet joint. Like there is, it doesn't sound like there's a ratchet, but it feels like there's a ratchet. Leg is on a ratchet, moves up that far, really good kick. Back that far, oh man. Bend, double bend at the knee. Alright, due to some of the kibble here. Alright, it does kind of get in the way, but yeah, that is very nice. A beautiful ankle pivot. I mean, look at that. That's literally more than 90 degrees of pivot right there. Lovely. And even featuring some up and down movement at the toe. Also some toe movement. This doesn't truly lock in all the way. It's more for the transformation. A full spread.
If it isn't obvious, the posability on this guy is absolutely nuts. For a third-party figure or even a masterpiece scale figure, it's fantastic. Think of a pose, you can probably get him in it. Which is good because he makes full use of his size with it. Size comparison time. Here's Groove, or Incertus, next to 86 Bumblebee, 86 Optimus Prime, my previous review, the Fans Toys Viper, which, yeah, night and day on who's the better figure right here. And the other two Protectobots from Mastermind Creations that we've already taken a look at so far. And damn, does this team starting to look pretty darn good.
Seriously, I really love what Mastermind Creations has been doing with Protectobots so far. The engineering on these guys seems to be so much better than they already were with their previous figures, and that was already pretty darn good. Alright, now, of course, he's a Transformer. So, let's cue the music, get this guy into a oddly oversized motorcycle. Transform. Now, this is one of those transformations that, truthfully, it really is easier to do off camera than it is to do on camera. Mostly because there's a lot of stuff, especially with the head, where it's all internal. You're not going to get a whole lot of idea from simply doing that. Fortunately, the instructions that come with it are done very well. Alright, I will say that. MMC has always been pretty good with their instructions, and this is no exception. And overall, this figure looks absolutely amazing. The gold from the robot mode is essentially gone, replaced with a massive amount of silver for the engine. Like, the only bit of visible gold is really, if you look for it, underneath, behind the front wheel and underneath the actual bike.
You even get some weapon storage here. Those extra blasters that we didn't talk about for the robot mode have a place here on the actual bike. There's got two tabs on the little storage compartment thing. Point is, open them up, slap them right on. His normal blaster actually goes into a slot that you kind of have to pull it apart for the transformation again, but it does fit in fairly well. Weapon storage, albeit fiddly, still welcome surprise. Also, size comparison. Here's 86B, 86 Prime, Fans Choice Viper, Burn in Hell, and the other Protectobots.
Now, while it is bigger than your average motorcycle would be, and especially even in a masterpiece scale like this, it is large enough to where you can actually put a Figma figure on here. I'm utilizing Lucina again because, again, no one ever watched it, so you don't even know I have it.
Hashtag totally not salty. Moving on, let's show off the combined mode. Cue music, please. Wait, that's it?
There's really not much to talk about here. The whole major point of the Mastermind Creations, what is it called? Maximus Pro? Their take on Defensor. Most of the combined mode is actually within the main figure, Hotspot. The legs are mainly an outline or a skeleton where you just slap both Groove here and Streetwise, which we looked at a while back, into the outline, and that's it. Once they're in, they lock in place, and there you go. You got a completed leg. Now, that being said, this is still pretty good. It's a freaking leg. What the hell do you want me to say? There's no articulation. It is literally nothing more than a condensed brick. Use this to help cross the street. Wait, how's it going? Overall, still one of my favorite figures of the entirety of last year. Yeah, I know I'm a little late. It's oh my god, it's halfway through February by the time I'm getting this uploaded. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. But yeah, this is seriously a good figure. And the Mastermind Creations Protectobots have been nothing but home runs ever since. And I may not be getting to Hotspot initially right now. I'm going to wait until after I get Blades to review them. The whole team so far is so good. Alright, Mastermind Creations, please stick the landing. You have my ass. You have my wallet. You probably have my firstborn at this point. Good luck getting that. What more do you want? Either way, I'm Convertibot. This has been Mastermind Creations Incertus, i.e. their take on Generation 1 Groove. And yeah, I highly recommend them. As for my next review, well, it's going to be a lot easier to film, that's for sure.
Bitch, you thought!